that whole shit. So basically, in terms of, and I know how to consolidate this shit because I had this conversation multiple times. So in essence, I have a problem with Forspoken. There's a lot of different issues with Forspoken in general, whether it be politics or just bland gameplay. For someone that's coming from Square Enix, to me, I thought that this. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ope. I thought that this game was going to be more, fantastic in terms of in terms of like what I see there. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be more fantastic, and it wasn't. The issue that I see is that the game, like, it looks like a worse version of Infamous if you played it. Like, Cole McGrath had the little gliding type of thing that she has, sort of like that's going on. So that was a particular issue. People were saying that you're not giving the game a chance. It's only a 4-minute video. And when they first released Horizon Zero Dawn 5-6 years ago, when they showed the first trailer, it took them 4 minutes to explain that whole game. When they showed the gameplay for the first time, the first thing that you saw was the stealth mechanics when she hid from the Watcher. Then you saw the hunting mechanics when she was hunting the grazers, which is the deer-looking things. Then you saw the looting mechanics where she was picking up the little green blaze. Then you saw the actual combat. They did all of that in 4 minutes. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. So you got issues with that. That's a big issue. Secondly, I'm just overall, like, I thought about what my biggest gripe was. I'm just overall tired of shooters, tired of third-person shooters. And it just doesn't have, I want to stay away from what I want to say, but I want to say soul. It just looked like they found a template and just went with it. And if you're making a Final Fantasy game, you have these other cosmic magic stuff. The best you can do is a water bubble. At least have the vines. She can pull the vines down. She can create like ice things and all sorts of things, but it's like loose. She runs. There's nothing that she could do when she locks on other than to shoot the enemy, which is a big problem to me. That's a huge problem. So it just basically becomes a ranged game or a third-person shooter, but instead she uses magic. Then they uplifted the rock abilities from Second Son, where he's shooting the rocks. That's literally the same fucking thing. So no, I'm not impressed with this. Not only that, but the graphics coming from seeing a cross-gen game, Forbidden West, this game looks extremely bland. Shit, fucking Elden Ring looks more interesting environment-wise than this game. You know, and then to catch up on everything, we're looking at the story. You have the story where she has a hard life. You know, there's people jumping her. I guess she's in Brooklyn, and she's like from one place we're going to find somewhere where we're wanted. And she goes to a place, and she has the cheesiest fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe jokes. Who's on my arm? Oh, fuck that. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, look, I'm gliding all over the place. Oh, it's nice to know I have limitations. Oh, this is so freaking awesome. And then you have, I don't know whose idea this was, but the fucking magic fingernail polish. Are for real? How is magic? I could see like tattoos. That would have been banging. But you painting your nails to create I can't. That was so uninspired. I can't. Black, what were you going to say again? Now I got everybody caught up, so I can delete everything from the start. I'm only going to have this for like an hour.
Got you. All right, so a lot of the things.
Black, you saying something?
Can you hear me now? How we sound?
Black.
How do I sound?
You Black.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Dante, can you talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I can hear Dante.
He can't hear us.
Yeah, that happened the other day too. Yo,
All right, it was me. It was me. My folly.
Yo, bad.
All right, go on.
Nah, man, I see some of your points, bro, but like at the same time, we need to be taking everything with a grain of salt. Now, what I feel like the main thing they did is, to me, it feel like they rushed in the game to get it out. It looks like that's why they pushed the game back, and then they rushed out this damn trailer, and then they followed up with some bad marketing, and they let IGN put fucking gameplay out. That was stupid, bro. Now all this other shit with the gameplay, we only got a slice of the gameplay, really, bro. I mean, they put out a couple of trailers with gameplay, but we don't know if there's lock-on mechanics. We do know there's melee mechanics in the game.
It's lock-on mechanics. It's lock-on
Right.
mechanics.
But we also know that there's melee in the game, and like from that trailer that the gameplay that IGN showed, they ran up on her and she was just running to the left the whole fucking time. I'm like, why aren't you using the fucking sword? I know she has a sword that she can hit him with. That's literally a 3-piece combo, because we seen it in the other trailer. Whether or not he unlocked it or something, I don't know, bro. But it just, that gameplay was trash. I wouldn't take that gameplay that we saw from IGN as something that's indicative of what we're gonna be playing. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make any damn sense. Because the other trailers before it was pretty damn good, especially the first trailer.
It was aight.
Nah, to me, I for the first trailer.
To me personally,
the last trailer and this gameplay is the last two fuck ups that they messed up with this game.
To me personally, I wasn't really into it like that when I first seen it, and graphically it didn't catch me. So when I was looking at it, I was like, oh man. You know, to me, it just looked like a PS4 game, and kind of like mid-gen PS4 game when I first seen it. I mean, she looked like she had a decent model, but then so does again Horizon or The Last of Us. You know, so I'm kind of like used to seeing this. Yeah, I'm used to seeing that. In terms of melee, I'm not saying that there's no melee. I'm saying that it's weak melee. And in terms of like what they showed in that 4 minutes, yeah, they got the worst person to do it. I get it. But they were able to show Horizon Zero Dawn like I said, in 4 minutes. Same time frame. So this was a poor marketing for them. Poor frame rate.
This is bad marketing on their part. If the trailer wasn't ready, to me, the trailer looked like it wasn't ready, and they should have waited till they had a better.
Yeah, they got the worst person to do it. I get it.
Another thing is, I don't know why you got problems with the nails. I thought it was different, and I'm like, all right, that's kind of girly, but I'm like, okay, I'm with it. But I could see it because like she's supposed to be a witch, so I'm not expecting a whole bunch of melee attacks from her, right? So then the thing with the nails is like, okay, these witches are supposed to like use insignias to like increase power to their witchcraft and shit. Sometimes they'll put it on around them. They'll use it, you know what I'm saying, a hex or something. They'll put like seals and stuff on shit. But instead, I thought it was kind of cool because it kind of reminded me of like fucking Naruto and shit. Like I seen Sasuke, he used to use these like tattoos and shit to like transport different items and shit from different locations for different types of jutsu and shit. So I immediately thought of that when she was changing the nails. Basically, she's changing how her magic would get augmented through.
I know what they were trying to do, but what media?
Cool. I thought it's a little girly, but I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
This is coming from somebody that watches occasionally Sailor Moon. So I have no problem with the girly shit. I'll flat out say it. I love that fucking anime the first 3 seasons. It has nothing to do with that. I'm just saying it. And that was the most girly thing either, but they were unapologetic with it. It was a fucking Magic Girl anime.
Yeah.
I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. The thing is, the way that they're trying to implement it is so like on the nose and so corny to me. Just the speech and the writing is corny to me. It's corny. She has no sense of reality of where she's at. I'm not loving it. I'm just not loving it. I didn't love it then, but this solidified. I may not pick it up.
But how many lines did we hear so far? You judging the whole game?
The same. Of course, I'm going to judge the game off. I'm judging it based off of what I say. I'm a consumer.
A couple of lines, bro.
I know, but listen, Black. I'm a consumer. I'm not obligated to give them the benefit of the doubt. You sell me. I'm a salesman myself. You sell me. I can't just go over there and be like, well, I'm stuttering all over the place. You gotta give me the benefit of that. Don't work that way. The shit
like
that
I
I heard.
talking about their bullshit. I said that the game need to be delayed, and I see that they delayed it till May. So I even said that we both watched it together, and we said that hey, something. This trailer is off. You know what I'm saying? We both said that shit when we saw it, bro. It was like, nah, this shit they need to do better. But what I think their biggest fuck up was that follow up. I don't know how the hell somebody thought that giving IGN permission to shoot footage of that game was a good idea. That was the weakest fucking gameplay I've seen in my life, bro. And they always
is it IGN or GameStop or GameSpot, whatever they are.
I thought it was IGN. I
don't fucking know. I don't know.
Yeah, whoever got the rights to they gave somebody the permission to get that exclusive gameplay. That shit was trash, bro.
Look, it was trash on how they played it. It was trash on. It was just they highlighted, and then the menu system looked just like what we've seen in the Assassin's Creed time and time of fucking again. I am so fucking tired of it. The same fucking upgrade menu. All they do is put a different background, and you know what I'm saying? Like, who taught her the nails was going to do anything? Like, who taught her these are signals?
Huh? Your trailer, bro. That shit
I don't care. Explain it. I don't care. Explain it.
No, bro. You
I don't care.
In the trailer? In the game
I don't
trailer,
care. It's corny to me.
Come on.
I don't care. Make it better. Do it better than that. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
It don't need to be explained in the damn game trailer, bro.
Well, then they the one showed it. You shouldn't have showed it.
But that was the IGN gameplay. That's the IGN gameplay. They're not going to feature that.
Do you know what the nail thing reminds me of? Bayonetta. Every time she did her witch powers, her clothes came off. That's what that reminds me of, and it was done by her hair, right?
Yeah, but like at least, and that's why I have Bayonetta down there. But at least on streaming. But at least, right? Bayonetta is unapologetic in what they're trying to do with the game, which is going to lead me into the political side of this fucking game. Now, say what you will about the fucking previewer of Forspoken. And this is a huge fucking issue that people are sensitive and people always talk about, black representation and blah, 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 blah. She is a mulatto, first of all. And she don't act like any kind of culture I've ever seen before either. Where's the black culture in it? I didn't see the bitch moonwalk.
Why she ain't dancing? Just because her skin is.
Because they said it. They said they want to represent a black person. If it's just color, then what are we here for? If they listen. If they said they want to represent a black person, and if it's just about the color, what are we here for? They don't add shit to it but a color. You might as well just make a regular random NPC and keep it the fuck moving. Like Dark Souls and Demon Souls.
What are we expecting when they said that they looking for somebody of color?
It's not my game. It's not my game. And they're not and it's not my game for them to do it. I wasn't looking for it.
Whoever's created this, they decided that this character has this type of personality, and they talked.
Why did they do it? Is my question. Why did they put a black person there? For what reason?
Why does it have to be any? It doesn't matter what fucking color she is. Why the fuck does that matter? They chose that a black person. Because
I am a consumer, and they're trying to sell me something. So if they want to sell me something, do it right.
So what is it?
If you're telling me, listen, if I wanted to see a movie about New York, I want the flavoring of New York. If you're trying to sell me a black character, I want a flavoring of a black character. You can't tell me that there's no such thing as just color and shit. It's culture to the shit too. They the one told me that they're going to do it. And what I'm seeing as a black man living in black culture ain't doing it right. That's my problem. How you going to have a cookie shop talking about somebody I make cookies and those cookies suck? They said it. They did it. I didn't do it. I didn't ask them to make this damn game.
Just go into a cookie shop and they sell nothing but muffins.
That's the thing. I'm not mad at the character being black. I'm not mad at her being black. I'm just saying, oh shit, Thrash in there. What's going on, dude? Sell it to me. All in all, like the game to me was just uninspired, not because of the character or whatever the speeches was. It looked rough. The frame rate sucked. that whatever the guy was playing sucked, and they allowed them to put that out there. And so now all the flaws are glaring to me, all of it. To me. You know what I don't like, though? I don't like all this shit where people sit there and say that there's nothing going on at all. Nothing is going on at all. That's my problem. They sit there and they say nothing is going on at all with this fucking pandering type shit. That's my problem. You make a game with a black character and a matriarchy environment. There's barely any men in there. They said that's what they wanted. I don't know, Thrash, she's supposed to be in there. What happened? Did he bounce? I accepted it. Approve. Okay, that was my bad. I kept trying to approve it.
What up? What up? What up?
Is that Thrash?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
That shit took mad long to do. The fuck?
You know how this shit's tripping, man.
Trash. What's going on, man? What you gotta say about this shit? I know you go. I know you gonna try to ring me. Go on, man.
Go on, Forspoken black character, my nigga.
No, I'm on Forspoken, the shitty game.
Why is it shitty?
That's what I'm on.
What did it do?
What did it do?
Or didn't do, I guess.
So let me put it to you like this. To me, when I first saw Forspoken, right, it reminded me of Infamous. Then they kept showing stuff about it, and it further concrete my thoughts or suspicions that it's Infamous. Uh-huh. It looks very similar to Infamous, and a rougher version of Infamous at that. That's my problem. The environments are not even inspired. It's fucking brown as hell, man. Like, you got 50 shades of gray in this bitch. This shit brown.
So what made it bad?
What made it bad? What made it bad is that, and when I say brown, I ain't talking about the main character. I'm talking about brown as the brown mountains, brown clothes, brown ground, brown sky, brown everything.
I've seen some greenery, but maybe that's the story. Maybe everything around her is dying. Maybe they just showed that one biome or whatever the fuck they want to call it now, and it was just fucked off over there where she was at.
It could be. And you know what the biggest contention is? The problem is IGN or whatever it came from just did a bang up job previewing this fucking game. But my whole thing is this. I say what I said about it. I was like, and this, I'll say this just so people don't get this shit twisted. I watch Sailor Moon, Magic Girl anime. I like it. I like it.
Well, help me understand though, because like I've noticed a lot of people talking about Forspoken, but I haven't seen you. I'm like, I don't even know what the argument is. Like, what's the difference between then and now? Like, what happened, man?
I think you know because of the trailers. The trailers look ass. Like, they first showed it. It was a little rough frame rate wise, but they showed it in its best light. And then when you get an unaltered or undoctored video of somebody playing the game horribly, he just skipped through all of the shit. And I've seen lock on little things. I've seen that. But he didn't explore that.
Actual gameplay. Like gameplay.
Yeah, that's gameplay. Not like the best.
Like
cuts.
Somebody playing it. Gameplay.
Yeah. Oh, did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, I don't even know what happened.
Yeah. Go on and watch that shit. It's going to alter you a little bit because it's just not good what they showed. And everybody's like, give it the benefit of the doubt. Give a nigga a chance. And I'm like, give a nigga a chance. Nah.
Yeah, we're not supposed to give nobody a chance. I mean, when are you gonna
that's what I'm saying. That's what
money back. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's what people expect me to do. Oh, she's a black character. You know, she's here. You know, you just mad because she's black and she got her fingernails. No. The gameplay looked rough, and I played a game like that before called Infamous Second Son. Down to the point where you play Infamous Second Son and you shoot the rocks out. It is a lift. They lifted it from that game. She literally shoots rocks out of her hands almost exactly the same way. And there's melee in Infamous too. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's like I was expecting something new. And everybody's like, what do you mean you expected something new? Okay, every game don't have to do anything new. I get it. Nothing's new under the sun. I totally understand that. But coming from Square Enix and all the fantastical shit that you see with spells, that looks basic. And that's the thing. To me, dude.
What game you matching? What game are you comparing it to?
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
You're comparing it to a 16-year-old game.
No. That's not 16 years old. That's recent.
No, I'm talking about that shit is a Final Fantasy VII Remake is a remake of a 16-year-old game, meaning they didn't have to do shit but add to it. They didn't have to write a story. They didn't have to invent characters or how them characters were designed. None of that. You can't put Forspoken on the same edge as them. If Forspoken is a new IP and compared to a IP that is beloved and it has been there since PlayStation 1.
Okay, cool.
These characters were made long ago.
Okay, cool. You got that. Okay, Bayonetta 2.
Okay, but what about Bayonetta? Let her find
that. The type of magic that I'm expecting is really bombastic magic. Not like little pew, 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 and she's like dodging and shit. To me, I don't know. Wait, I'm not giving the game a chance.
Why was it okay for Infamous?
Infamous was bombastic. The dude spawned the fucking tornado.
But he was pewing with his fingernails.
Yes. He said Gaily. But he also did a tornado. He rained lightning down. Yeah, he did a whole bunch of shit.
But how do we know that she doesn't do that? Especially if it's made by Square Enix. They are the ones who invented tiered magic. You know
I told this to Magnificent Black. I told this to him. And my whole argument is this. They have to sell it to me. I'm truthfully only going based off of what I see. I'm unapologetic in it. When I didn't know what to expect when I first showed Horizon Zero Dawn. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
7-minute video. I didn't know what the fuck to expect.
Right.
But they sold the shit out of that game. Even if you cut out the old ones, what happened to this? You go straight to the fucking gameplay. 4 minutes of it. They did 4 minutes of it.
Let me look at this shit. Let me look at what you talking about, man. Before I even, because somebody was telling me, "Oh, where's your analysis on this?" I'm like, "Bitch, you don't tell me what the fuck to do with my channel, bitch. Where's your analysis?" I just want to choke these little white boys. I promise you. I know they white. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. White people act like that. They don't try to tell me what to do. I'll beat your ass. You wouldn't say that shit to me in public, nigga. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I mean, I've had people try to tell me, like, where's your analysis at? Trying to be all snarky, mad because Xbox is garbage. I'm like, look, bro, like,
can't help but look, if the garbage is garbage, it's garbage.
Garbage is garbage. Like, I mean, I can't help that Halo is a bigger game than fucking Forspoken. Forspoken never came out before. Like, why are you on me about Forspoken? But let me look at this shit.
Why you look at that? Dante, you mentioned before that you were in a space about the politics in there. I am a man, and I'm not expecting a game to shit on me and make me feel bad about my fucking genetics and what I am. And people are going to say that, well, how do you know? Well, in terms of the IGN or game, wherever that fucking video came from, that preview, that ridiculous preview, they stated that they wanted a black character for reasons unknown. I guess they just wanted it. That's cool. I'm not mad at you. If you want it, that's what you wanted. Whatever your reasons are. But then they also say there's no men in this world either. It's a monarchy? I don't know what the fuck it is. Woman brood shit. Matriarchy. Thank you. So they said it was a matriarchy type environment. And
that means it's pussy all around. I'm already attracted. Talking about it.
I need to picture myself in there, and I can't. And there's little old ass bitches in there too. But from what I'm seeing, fine. You want to do that? That's cool. I'm just tired of the narrative of men are trash. I'm just sick of that. I really am.
Which one is it? Is it the GameSpot video?
I think it's GameSpot.
It's like 8 minutes.
It should be 4 minutes.
Man, what the fuck is up with all these? I swear to God,
there's a guy that's previewing it, but it's not coming from. Actually, no, it's not coming from GameSpot. That's the guy that's reviewing it. Type in Forspoken. It should be a day or two ago.
All right, here, let me watch this shit. I'm looking at it right now.
So Dante, what were you going to say?
Seeing a Japanese adult role-playing game with a dark-skinned person of color as the
see, fuck. I'm already mad. I'm already mad at the guy playing the game.
See, we didn't have him. We didn't have him. I'm not talking about that one. That one, that's not what I'm talking about. If you take that nigga away.
He said, "Oh, see a Japanese company put somebody in dark skin." Bitch, when have you? So you didn't play Resident Evil 5 at all? Is what you're telling me right now?
He said, I'm fine
we
with
didn't
it.
play Prototype either. Like we just watch that shit just blow by.
Or Starhawk.
It's so many. It's like that already pissed me off, letting me know that I'm watching a video made by a casual fuckboy who don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
He is black. He is half black though.
I don't give a fuck what he is. Million piece black. He could be 100% black, and his fucking shadow is fucking asking him for his papers because he's not black enough. I don't care.
So here's the thing that
are you white?
No,
then you're not in this kind. I'm just playing, dog. Go ahead.
Here's the thing I've been saying, and I'm going to continue, and I'm gonna die on this hill. All right. Back in the day, women in games didn't sell well. Not saying they didn't sell well, right? Because it was to believe that video games were a male-dominant, area. However, when your main focus is diversity and what gender the character is and or color, what this does, it takes away from the creativity. This means gameplay, this means graphics, the way the game runs, what the character does, what type of it, say if it's fantasy or even if it's just a basic first-person shooter, right? It takes away because all you're focused on is race and gender. I can name you several characters that I can relate to that are all over the place. They could be white, they could be black, they could be Mexican, they could be whatever, right? That should not be the main core of the game. What should be the main focus on the game is the gameplay and the graphics. How long is the game? How many hours can I put into it? Are there these things? I'm not saying that women don't need to be in games. What I am saying, stop it. What I am saying is, my daughter. What I am saying is, no. Come on, no. You're not messing with my stuff, man. What I am saying is, stop focusing on color and gender. It has been done so much. It has been done with movies. It has been done with gaming. It has been done with comic books, mangas even. Stop that.
Actually, they stopped doing that with mangas and stuff like that. That's the thing. And when it comes to shit like this, right? When you look at this whole scenario, again, I'm not mad at you putting women in there. The more the merrier.
Exactly.
I'm not just saying that. Almost all of my favorite games have female characters. Lara Croft, right. Aloy, Kat from Gravity Rush. They all do. They are my favorite games of all time. So I don't mind that. But when you're trying to check a box, to me, it pisses me off. And it's hard to say because you can't really tell what's going on in somebody's head. Right. Because somebody can be like, oh, that's not what I mean.
What are we doing? My bad. I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I'm over here listening to this. Fuck, I want to choke the shit out of this nigga.
You still listen to that motherfucker?
I want to choke the shit out of him so bad. Look, this nigga, like I said, bringing this type of shit into gaming don't make no fucking sense, man, at all. And I'm like, this nigga over here talking about a black woman in a game, right? And he's like, I don't know if they know how to portray what a black woman goes through. Nigga, you a man. You can't even portray what a black woman can go through. Nigga, who the fuck? I swear, nigga, it's this type of shit. This is why it's stupid. Because anybody can pull this shit off. Anybody can sit there and say that we are too many different races and too many different genders of people who play video games. Color shouldn't fucking matter. And I heard Kurt earlier when he said that people you should relate to. I think that in video games, nigga, I think it's a failure if you can relate to them. Video games are supposed to be so fantastical. You can do anything in it and make a story about anybody and anywhere. I think the better stories are with the people who you cannot relate to. So you can actually get a unique story that you didn't see from a perspective that you didn't know.
Facts on facts on facts on facts on facts on facts on facts.
looking at this shit, and it's like, God, this shit frustrates me because I hate seeing it. It's the same channel that had that chick talking about Deacon's wife, right? And Deacon was, liking his wife's ass in the game, and she like made her whole fucking review based on her thoughts on that fucking scene. And it's just, this is what's the problem with the gaming. It's this mainstream shit that people want to put their own agendas on the game. They ain't create them damn selves. You just sitting here playing a creation of people's art that they put together. If they chose a black woman, or this nigga Deacon want to say his flat ass wife ass look motherfucking nice, then let that be them. They are ones and fucking zeros. They are creations of art that we are supposed to appreciate and enjoy for what they are, not for what we want them to be. If we want a game to be what the fuck we want it to be, then fucking create the goddamn game and shut the fuck up. Otherwise, accept what the fuck you got as far as the story tropes and all of that shit. That's why race and gender shit, to me, that shit don't really matter because
it shouldn't matter. It should. It honestly shouldn't matter.
Again, I pick Chung-Li all the time. What race is Blanca? Can somebody tell me what race that nigga is? Because I ain't seen a Brazilian that hairy, my nigga. I'm sorry. Or he got dropped out of a fucking plane. Why does any of that shit matter? All that should matter is that it's fun and fucking fantastic, period. And graphically, it should be sexy if that's what the fuck we're paying for, if that's what the fuck they're selling to us. But, I mean, this whole politics shit, I mean, I just don't get, I got a whole half black man, half white dude talking about what it's like to be a black woman. And I'm over here like, I'm supposed to take this video serious. Like, what you know about being a black woman? Nigga, how many periods you had? Nigga, nigga, how many weaves you had to take out, nigga, for 10 motherfucking hours? Nigga, like, well, fuck, what you know? Fuck ass nigga, I can't stand people like that.
To be fair, it could be by experience. So what you see, you're going to regurgitate what you see. Right?
No,
it's not always necessarily.
No.
Hey,
what
so
he's
would
doing.
you have been happy if she was making fried chicken and cornbread? Would he have felt good about that? He wouldn't, because then he would have been like, "Oh, that's racist." You're saying that we're eating shit. Like, it's like there's no winning way for the conversation because it can always go any way it has to go.
What's your tag? What's your tag, Thrash? Do what you do. Basically, you can't pander to anybody because you're never going to win.
Never going to win.
You're never going to win. So you might as well just do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's what I was saying. In this particular case, I hope that's not what they're doing. Trying to make this character or whatever the case is in a matriarchy type environment where it's just women because they think, oh, men are bad or whatever the case is. I hope they're not trying to do that because it's going to ultimately hurt them.
Yeah, it will. I mean, because they would never know what the culture is. I mean, they can get some chick. I mean, her hair already straight, so I'm already looking at it like, okay, this is a black woman. Her hair is pressed, my nigga, and she's in the rain. No, it's impossible. But the whole thing is that, I mean, yeah, just like we don't know what a Japanese culture would be. Like I didn't even know Street Fighter, like Hadouken and Shorai, all that shit actually means some real shit until Draco told me. You know what I'm saying? All the different hair colors and anime all mean something. And it's just like, but that's their culture, and they know more than us, and we're gonna know more than them. The problem is there ain't enough black people in the fucking gaming industry developing games to actually give a true depiction of it. So we gotta be forgiving on the mistakes they're gonna make because we would make the same mistakes about them.
But let me ask you this, Thresh, and I just kind of want to drop it at this point in time. I didn't want to stay too on it.
Can I say one more thing? Is it me, or does it feel like they're kind of stereotyping her too? Like as a black person,
I think that they don't
with all the cussing and all that stuff. Like,
would you
look at this fucking thing, or what the fuck does this do? Or when she kills somebody, that's fucking right. Like,
no, I mean, black people aren't the only people who cuss. Like, I've heard Japanese people cuss in games. I heard white people cuss in games. I mean, everybody's human. We all cuss. I don't think that's.
I just hope that better not be the thing because I have my side eye on that. And what I was going to ask you,
I mean, it couldn't. Like I said, if she was making cornbread and some greens and shit, and they was fucking putting ketchup in the greens, I understand it. But it's like everybody cusses. We can't sit there and just like nitpick everything that just because it's of color. Because when a white person cusses in the game, nobody stops and says, "Is that stereotype?"
So here's the thing, Thresh. This is what kicked this shit off. This is what kicked this shit off, right? Because this fucking dude, he set in motion this race baiting shit. That's what he did to get the clicks. That's irresponsible for a reporter or a journalist to do. It's like super fucking irresponsible. Because now that's a topic at this point in time. Me personally, when I saw it, at the game show awards or video game awards, I was like, I'm not feeling this. It looks worse. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But it was on strictly gameplay. You know what I'm saying? And it was left like that. But here's the thing. You have all these white motherfuckers that made Ghost of Tsushima and knocked it the fuck out the park. Knocked it out the park.
Big facts.
To the point where Japanese people were at the bow. They said there, konnichiwa. They bowed to that motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, they
were like, yo, they were like, you
Tsushima themselves. They went out there. They thought the game got leaked. The game actually got leaked, and nobody knew it because it was leaked in the Tsushima paper that they were out there making the game. That Sucker Punch was out there making the game on Tsushima, and they thought it got outed, but nobody called on into it because nobody was reading the fucking paper. You know what I'm saying? And the paper was all in their language and everything. And so he said this is them saying that shit themselves. Like, but they went out there and they studied that shit. They researched it. And maybe these niggas didn't research it because where are they gonna go? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, they depicted New York, I guess.
Detroit,
they go to Detroit. It's gonna be a problem. They may not make it.
Niggas, how many horror stories they got? Nigga, they scared to death of niggas, bro.
They were like, I look at that shit, but I look at it from a distance.
Watch TV, you know, like like to stay on black people in trouble.
You ain't going over there. You ain't going over there just to be collecting shit. Hey, yo, who you? Who this white boy?
And nigga, wait, nigga, you want some what? You want some greens, nigga? You think they sell greens at Pop? This nigga at Popeyes, he gonna get beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like when they made the game, this was the time that them chicken sandwiches was like, you know, violently available, my nigga. And I mean, where are they supposed to go? Like, where are they supposed to go, and what are they supposed to say? The sad part about it is America is so fucked off when it comes to this racist shit that niggas feel like everything a white person does for black people or at black people or because of black people is on some racist shit. And it's only because of the history of this country and not even the history. Still today, we still get this racism that tarnishes people who actually want to do some real shit. I just think they were too scared to come the fuck out here.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that. And this is what I want to say. If you don't have enough information on making a character that you want to depict, and if they leave it alone and just make what they know, is that a problem?
No, I don't think it's a problem. I mean, it's not like too many people are making it. This takes place in Detroit. Like they went to Tsushima because their game was based in Tsushima. This shit is based in a whole nother world. So all they got to do is the character, and all they really got to go on really is probably movies or some black people that somebody knows that somebody knows that somebody knows. You know, it's not too many references they can get. It's not they fault that we don't have enough movie parts, or we're not as available as everybody else. We don't have it like everybody else. And that's the fault of us and them. You know what I'm saying?
So I love this. I love the mature conversation because people jump the gun too fast on this shit. Because honestly, if you don't know how to do it, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't expect somebody that plays classical fucking music to make a hip hop beat. You know what I'm saying? If they don't know it, they don't know it.
I mean, but look at Kojima and Norman Reedus. You know, Kojima didn't know shit about Norman Reedus, but what Kojima did was brought Norman Reedus down and just told that nigga to be you, and we gonna record you being you, and that's how he got Norman Reedus down, right? And they Square Enix should have did the same thing with Old Girl. I don't know if that's what they did. I doubt it, but maybe that's what they should have did. I mean, there's ways to do this shit. You just gotta be more creative in it, and it's on the developer to be that creative. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to do it. They could have easily called my black ass down. Y'all been playing. I would have left them niggas would have been playing spades and dominoes. Had 2 pit bulls in the backyard, nigga. The lawn not mowed in the front, nigga. I mean, fucked up, nigga. I would have had all type of shit. I would have had bitches over there, nigga. Them niggas would have been twisting blunts, nigga, and all that, nigga. Been throwing away sake, nigga.
Those Japanese people like, those Japanese people like, authentic.
That's it. But I mean, there's ways to do it. I'm pretty sure. What's up? I'm pretty sure if they would have called her, dog, and called. I mean, if they didn't, I'm not even saying they didn't do this, but if they were smart, they would have called her down and just had her and her mannerisms in the game, and that would have spoke for itself. Now, if maybe
it would have Forspoken for herself.
Right. It would have been better than them getting is what I'm saying. It have definitely Forspoken. But my bad. Go ahead. I ain't trying to take up that much talk time. My fault, bro. I'm just listening. What's up, Tay?
What's up, niggas? What's up, niggas?
Nigga, where you at?
My bad on the fucking missing all the podcasts and shit, nigga. I had some family matters going on, plus fucking work been working me like a motherfucker. But I'm good now. We good. We good to go.
No, you gotta apologize. Whatever. I didn't see you around. Period.
Yeah, I've been.
You usually be botting. You know what I mean?
Shut your goddamn ass up, nigga.
I want to move on to the last topic here. It's really funny because I'm going to try to keep this short. I ain't trying to have no 18-hour space. I want to ask you guys a question since you're here, right? So the Unreal demo came out. Shut up. The Unreal demo came out, right? And they showed the Matrix, and it looked banging. That shit looked bad ass, right? But there's an issue. Everybody that was clamoring for 60 frames per second may not be able to get their 60 frame FIPS with all that graphical fidelity. What you gotta say about that? Do y'all care about the way that Matrix looked?
That's a lie.
Or you care about the 60 frames per second? That's
a lie, bro. That depends on what type of game you're trying to.
Look at you rocking. Look at you rocking back and forth. That lie.
No, but you already know it depends on the scale of the game, bro. Like you keep bringing up the fact that all right, this demo is running a certain way, but this game, that demo was made a certain way to show off a certain thing. They're trying to show what can be done.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that it necessarily has to be done.
Yeah, it was showing the capabilities of the Unreal 5 engine.
But let me ask you something.
They can do a fighting game with fucking 2 characters on the screen and have high fidelity models, and then just have the background with nanite, and it's just on the 2D plane. That's not going to use up a bunch of resources. So they can get.
So let me ask you something. Since you popping off like over Rimbacher, where's the 60 frames per second?
I don't like how you changed the goddamn topic. You know I was about to get in that ass.
That nigga know for that. You gotta get on his ass. He know for that.
Where does 60 frames per second Unreal Engine game? Where that at?
I really
just haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen it yet. You just haven't seen the game that's out yet.
I mean, demo wise.
You go on YouTube. I believe I saw a dude with a 1080 with a PC, a low end PC.
It wasn't 60 frames though. I'm just saying. No, but I'm just fucking with you. But here's the thing, because Horizon Forbidden West and a lot of these games are going to come out. They're going to have the 2 options of 60 frames with worse graphics, no resolution. You mean no ray tracing rather, or you're going to get the ray tracing at 30 frames per second. What do you choose?
I want my 60 flips.
Lies.
I want my 60 flips.
Lies.
What
about you?
You don't like my flips. Pause.
What about you, Dante?
I'm thinking of it like this. Why the fuck would you show a game like, a demo? It's not even an actual game, right? Just a demo, tech demo.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you show something of what could be, and why not actually fucking do it? We have the next gen consoles. Why not pull this shit into its raw power? Why we keep like making these nonchalant little minuscules of graphics? That shit looked awesome. You ask me.
You just want the Matrix.
Nah, bro. I sure the fuck do.
But answer the question. 60 or 30?
No, 60.
Y'all some fake ass. But what about you, Sony Versus? What about you?
It's capable. 60. Why not?
60 frames, definitely.
Oh my god, yo! Y'all can't be doing. Y'all want ray tracing?
Dude, why not though?
But we ain't gonna get that though. You always are gonna have to compromise one or the other, unless we get to the middle of the generation. We ain't getting that right now, so that's why we have multiple options. I'm actually glad that we're actually getting 120 in single player games and not multiplayer games.
But I'm not saying to get both. I'm just saying if you have to choose and you say 60 and you don't want ray tracing, I would take 30 frames with ray tracing any fucking day.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. Fight game or sports games, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, you're right. But that's always been.
I'll take a great looking game that blows my motherfucking mind at 30 frames per second, 1080p any day.
Blow my mind. I'm gonna need you to say 4K, please.
I mean, God of War was what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it blew everybody's mind. Nobody even thought about the frame. It wasn't even a fucking thought when you were playing that game. You know, it's just
Black.
blow me away.
Are you trying to
Blow me
play
the fuck
Tekken
away,
8?
bro.
You
That's
trying to play
it.
Tekken 8 at 30 frames per second though?
No, he
Look,
said no.
we
He
not
said
we not
There's
PC
context to
gamers,
this
so
shit.
worrying
So
about 4K 30 frames, that shit is just an
when we talking
argument
about
because
competitive,
we don't control
are
that.
we talking about games in general or just games like competitive games? Because a lot of people,
Just
when they think
period.
about the frames, they think about competitive gameplay.
Just period. Blow me the fuck away. Blow me the fuck away. If the multiplayer game can blow me away at 30 frames per second, then I am happy. Other than that, we're crying over shit that don't make sense because we ain't PC gamers. We don't control how our consoles work. We don't. You know what I'm saying? We can't take something away and put it back together unless they give us that ability and the options. We can't upgrade our consoles or none of that shit. So we got to take what we can get. It's always been that way in console gaming. And that's why I'm saying focus on blowing me the fuck away. Focus on giving me a fucking crazy ass game that's just going to be like, God damn. And everybody else will wish they had it too. Other than that, if you're going to go for frames, I mean, you know how many games got fucked off worrying about frame rates and fucking resolutions? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, when they worry about that, they take the creativity out of them because those two things are the things that will hold them back from their creativity. I'd rather have them be fully creative and do some crazy shit that blow me the fuck away than worry about fucking frame rates and resolution. That shit, we gonna play it anyway if it's fucking blowing you away. Period. Nobody is not gonna play it if it's 30 frames. I'm not playing God of War Ragnarok because it's 30 frames. Shut the fuck. Shut
I
the
don't
fuck
know.
up.
Black may be about that. He may be about that like Black. Black may be about
Hey,
that like.
Black. Then I feel bad for Black. Black is withholding his experiences because numbers, and it don't make sense,
Nah, it's
especially to
about
a
the
company.
experience, dog. You trying to belittle the enjoyment that you could get out of 60 frames per second. Some
No,
people
I'm
really
not. I'm not
enjoy
trying to
that enjoy
belittle
the
it.
60
I'm just
frames.
saying that
So when they talk
gameplay
about 60
and
frames, they
getting
just want
blown
their game
away
to run
trumps
smoothly. That's
that
all
shit
it
every
is.
time.
They just want the game to run smoothly, dog. And that whether or not that's enjoyable for somebody else, it's just it is what it is.
Did
I
you?
ain't
Did
getting
you?
nobody who like the games at 30
Are
frames
you?
per
Are you a
second.
PC gamer?
I
Yeah,
have
he
a
is.
PC. I have a PC gaming PC, and I
You are a
use it.
PC gamer, and have you played God of War?
Yes, I play God of War.
Did you enjoy God of War?
I enjoyed it at 30 and I enjoyed it more at 60.
Okay, but you enjoyed it at 30, right?
I did. It's capable. You capable of loving the
So
game at 30, but I don't mean I want to
that's
play
all.
it at
That's all
30.
my point is. That's all my point is. I'm saying that if you could fucking make a fantastic, imagine how much this generation is being held back because everybody want to go for fucking 4K 60. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if they just made the fucking game that they want and maximize the fucking creativity and the gameplay and how it feels and all of this shit. Maximize that and then worry about the other shit later. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, nigga, most of you motherfuckers can't tell the difference between 4K and 1440p.
What?
But that's
You know?
Hold up.
facts.
Is this King?
Thrash. That's
Hold
facts.
up. Is this King Thrash?
So thrash. But check it
The
out.
nigga that be
That could
killing
go both
bots?
ways.
The nigga that be on Twitter?
If the
Hey,
The
devil,
I
Twitter
kill bots all
the
day. I
Twitter
mean,
boogeyman? Is this the motherfucker that's talking right now? What the fuck?
hey,
This nigga.
just being honest, dog.
No. No, nigga.
I do my hey niggas. Hey, I kill niggas who want to talk to me about how I do my analysis, and they try to say I kill those niggas. It's easy to kill, but at the end of the day, bro, I'm like that, and that's the whole point of me doing whatever I do. Is at the end of the day, my nigga, do what makes you have fun. If 60 frames per second is your fun, then go for that. You're just gonna minus a whole lot of games that probably are the best looking games because the best looking games are the ones that's hardest to get to 60 frames per second. So it's like, don't take away from your experiences off of this number. If these games can be played smoothly on 30, which they can, then run it. Run it, enjoy that shit, and then hope they do an upgrade or hope there's an update or a patch or it comes to PC to where you can make it 60 on your own and then replay that shit or whatever, or wait till that shit happens. I don't know. But the fuck are we like these numbers, especially in this generation where all TVs are what's after 4K? We had 4K last gen.
8K.
So why are we worried about that this gen?
8K.
You
8K,
know,
son.
like what's next? 8K? We gonna buy 8K
Yeah,
TVs?
but ain't
that
nobody
argument
Sure,
ain't
yeah.
nobody finna
Let's
spend
go.
twenty
that
thousand
argument for
dollars on an 8K
compromising
TV
the
though.
vision, dog. That goes both ways, dog. That goes both ways, though. The directors or the developers' vision couldn't be a 60 frame game. So when y'all saying y'all want 4K 30, y'all want the game to look a certain way. You could be compromising their vision that they want the game to run a certain way, and they want a certain experience when it comes to the gameplay.
Right. If they wanted to run a certain way, they're gonna have to take away some shit, right? They're gonna
That's
gonna
right.
be some
But
ideas that
we
just
have
simply ain't
beautiful
gonna work.
examples of 60 frames games. We have Guilty Gear Strive. That's one of the best looking games on fucking console. But niggas don't play fighting games, so they'll never experience that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
Well, you can say that for each and every game ever created ever. That niggas don't play this because not everybody plays every game you know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be somebody who don't play that style of game. And I mean, that's just the way gaming is. That's why when people bring up the attach rate for these consoles, I just laugh at them niggas like, nigga, shut up, nigga. Who the fuck? There's not a single game that everybody plays, bro. There's just not. So, I will
say this. That it's harder for a developer to make a game run at 60 frames a second because they're going to have to compromise some things. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. It's harder to do programming wise, and marketing wise is harder because people can't see 60 frames in a picture. You know what I'm saying? So certain games.
Hey, no, not if you ask Digital Foundry, man. Remember when they was
them niggas gotta zoom in. Them niggas gotta zoom in 50, 11 fucking times to fucking
zoom in 50, 11 times and shit just to see something. No. But the thing is like certain games look better. Certain games and certain genres look better at 60 and vice versa to me. You know, like to me, if a game is very clinical and clean, it looks way better at 60. I don't know why it is like that, but if it's a gritty like game, dirty, you know, I mean, a lot of effects, I could take all the effects and the dirty and gritty at 30. It will look better. It will look unnatural to me if you have a very organic looking game at 60 to me. I mean, of course, it'll look better. Like to me personally, it's definitely certain genres benefit, like fighting games and racers. But that's always been the case. You know what I'm saying? But don't shit on the game because it's 30. You know what I'm saying? I can't play it because it's 30 frames. Like, come on, man. We've been playing games.
That's not gamer talk. I don't know.
That's not gamer talk, dude.
That's console bullshit.
No, that wasn't us though. We didn't start that shit. That was some PC niggas that started that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I can tell you right now because you're gonna add a whole bunch of extra shit when it comes to developer trying to appease people that barely would play their fucking games anyway. Like Killzone, for instance. Killzone Shadowfall. I mean, the Killzone series was 30 frames. And they had to do all this extra shit to make that shit 60, and it compromised a lot of the gameplay elements. It ate up too much time. They had to rush that fucking game out. That's one of the issues that I would have with 60 frames a second. And, I'm sure it could have looked a hell of a lot better as well. Be that as it may, we played games back in the day, especially if you're in your 30s. If you play, like, what do you call that fucking game again? GoldenEye. That shit was like a 7, 10, 15 frames a second.
15,
regularly.
15 frames a fucking second, son.
Bro,
those are back in the golden age of gaming, where people.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not excusing it.
64 bits.
I'm not excusing it. But when an explosion happens and that shit slowed down, you know what I thought when I was younger? I didn't think about, damn, this game is suffering. I was like, ooh, that looks like something like the Matrix. That's what I thought. I was like, that shit looks like the Matrix.
I'm so good. The game had to slow down.
They couldn't keep up with me. That's what I thought.
Niggas really didn't give a fuck. I mean, Nintendo fans are doing that shit right now. They don't really give a fuck about seeing nigga 720p or less sitting in their games because to them the game is fun. It is fun. You know what I'm saying? People talking bad about my girl Bayonetta because she was at 720p somewhere. I'm like, hell, I'm gonna play the shit out of that. That's probably one of the best games this year. My nigga, like, you can go ahead and cry about the frame rate. I mean, the resolution on a handheld console that's never said anything about fucking 4K or no dumb shit. Why would you expect 4K from Nintendo Switch?
That's why it gets a pass. Unfortunately, that's why it gets a pass, and I get it. But I'm gonna tell you this.
I mean, shit, look what console it's on. I mean, what are you supposed to do to it? You know, like,
it's only there. It's only there. But I'm gonna tell you something. This is my deepest confession when it comes to gaming. If Sony released an emulator and they say that you get to play your PS1 games at 320i and 320p, I would slop that up. Like, I would take that shit and be happy with it. Anybody.
Slob on the
I don't know.
the car, huh?
Hey.
You said it.
I didn't say all that shit. You add extra graphics to you add extra graphics to my statement, man. That's not what I said.
Sound pretty sus to me, bro.
That shit was sus as hell. I'm gonna slop that up.
Hey, what's up with all these white YouTubers? I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. What's up with all these white YouTubers talking about Forspoken going to be a failure? But then these same niggas are saying Halo is one of the greatest Halos ever created.
That's just what I was
Why?
like. What I was showing you, the fucking motherfuckers that was on Z. That's in Z's fucking Facebook group talking about fucking Forspoken look like trash and it don't look good. I'm
Yeah.
like, nigga, where do y'all see the
Nigga,
trash
that's what
at?
I'm
That
saying.
shit
I'm like,
look
what
good as fuck.
I'm saying. And then they say
I
Halo
said
is
that.
great. I'm like, nigga, this look way better than Halo. It's because it's a black woman on the cover, dog.
I said this. I personally said this, that the game don't look good to me. But if I'm on an Xbox camp, you can't talk.
Well, y'all niggas say I'm on an Xbox camp, and I say that.
I mean, I'm playing Halo right now, my nigga, and the game is so broken that I'm just beating everything in the back of a warthog, my nigga. I just stroll up on a warthog, get on the back of that motherfucker, and wait for motherfuckers to come through and say something.
Man, that sounds like fucking.
It's missing animations. It's missing. Look,
that sounds like Death Stranding, son.
You know what? It's missing animations, right? I seen this guy. He was in one of those flying ships, whatever the fuck it was, right? He jumps out. He just appears out the fucking ship, right? Fine, whatever, video game reasons. But then he uses his grappling hook to latch on to another flying vehicle. And then they didn't even bother the animation to kick him out. He just popped out. The enemy popped out and then fell to his death. And then Master Chief got in. I'm like, this shit is so fucking sloppy, yo.
Man, it's fucking. That's some of the worst. And motherfuckers be trying to, man. It's like niggas ain't hate. I'm mad you don't because it's Halo, dog. Like you should be mad too. Like I don't understand why it's okay to not be a good game. Why is it okay? You don't pretend that it's good.
This is what I'm gonna explain about Halo, right? Halo fans had two bad games, and the reasons for those two bad games were they couldn't get both aspects of the fucking game right? They couldn't get the
one or the other, multiplayer or single player.
So now that they got an actually solid game where both are actually good to them, they're gonna hype the fucking shit out of that motherfucker. I'm a Halo fan myself. I haven't been able to play that motherfucker because of fucking work and my fucking TV. My daughter fucked up my TV, so that bitch is in a repair shop. So it's just motherfuckers are hyped because they got a good game, right?
Nah, it ain't good.
It's good to them, right?
Hey,
it's good to them.
Hey, let me ask you something. Is it good? Is it good? Look. I beat a stage, right? I'm like on where you beat these two brutes. No, you know what? You know when you see the trailer and they have those guns shoot you down and you get out the gun, you get out the fucking shit and you got to take those guns down. I just took those guns down and then took the boss out, which was another repeat of just some brutes. They just put two of them instead of just one, right? And I killed those niggas on the back of a warthog like I do everything else, right? And I get a fucking achievement. Now what's today? What's today? When that shit come out? The 8th? What's today? Hey, what percentage? What percentage of gamers you think got that far?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been on Xbox.
What you think? Well, just give it a guess. Remember, these niggas love this game. They pushing this game hard as fuck. It's the greatest Halo ever, nigga. You tell
10%.
me.
Game Pass too.
10%.
Game Pass too.
10%.
And it's on Game Pass.
10%.
Did he say double digits?
And
Did you just thought that it was double digits?
I just said 10.
At least 10% of the people who played Halo got their no, son.
It's probably like 2%.
No, motherfucker, I think it was like 4.78%, bro. And that's today. That's today. Nigga, when I noticed on social media, when I played it 2 days ago, the shit came out a week ago or so, right? A little bit over a week now. I played that shit 2 days. When I played this shit 2 days ago, when I was making the review, I was getting rare achievements that was at 0.8%. Early in the game, 0.8%. No lie. You watch. You gonna play that shit, right? And that motherfucker, every achievement that you're gonna get from the first level on is gonna be rare achievements. You're gonna have a little diamond come up with a little music they play, a little fucking watch. It's a lot of niggas talking, but not a lot of niggas playing.
You know what I noticed too?
Want to do this shit? I don't know what it is.
They mostly on the multiplayer though.
Well, they're talking about the campaign. I saw the homie Salty is Gaming hype up this nigga jumping into the back of the motherfucking airplane. I'm like, what was so great about it? He jumped into the back of an airplane and didn't buckle up? Is that the awesome part, my nigga? What is
that nigga wasn't safe. He could have died. Come on, Thrash.
I'm just saying.
He could have got injured.
These are not lies. I'm like, could at least grab the grunt and jumped off the fucking ledge, pulled a grenade from the grunt, blew the grenade up, and used the grunt as a shield and a shockwave to blow him into the ship. That would have been fantastic. But no, you know what he just did? He said, open the door, and jumped the fuck down into the ship, and that was it. And it's
this is why I'm gonna say something about this Forspoken thing really quickly. Now, I wasn't impressed by it, right? And people are like, why? Because I played a shit ton of games, and this is going to lead into what Thrash just said. Anybody that played, what's that game again? No, shut up. the game where you the guy where you can jump out of the plane or whatever the case is. You have a grappling hook yourself.
That's stranded, nigga.
No, I said grappling hook. It's an open world game.
Just cause.
I seen a motherfucker hit a fucking propane tank, and that shit flew up in the air, and he used a grappling hook all the way up in the fucking air, and then jumped on the fucking plane and took him the fuck out and blew that shit up, and then glided the fuck down.
Hey, did you see the analysis yet, my nigga?
For me?
No.
No? Okay, let me ask you a question. Good. Let me ask you a question. All right, you remember in the trailer, my nigga, of Halo, when they shot that big ass reactor and like a big ass explosion and shit.
And it wasn't really a big ass explosion. It was
it was, but it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a big explosion for them, I guess. Right?
It was pending.
I bet you $1,001,000, nigga, that nobody do what I do, nigga. I went on that motherfucker, jumped up and threw a grenade downward into it, and let the grenade blow it up. Nigga, how much life you think I lost?
You probably lost all your shield.
Nigga, I didn't lose nothing. My shields got stronger, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot you can upgrade your fucking shield too. You been upgrading your shield, nigga?
Yeah, you can. I ain't upgraded a goddamn
nigga,
thing.
stop lying. Nigga, stop lying.
The game didn't know what to do. The game didn't know what to do. They was like, what the fuck do I do with this?
Nah,
I don't have code for this scenario. That's what happened. They were like, I don't got code for this.
That nigga been upgrading the fuck out of his shield.
There's no like reaction to shit that should be like if there's an explosion, then you should get hurt, right? Especially with the reactor. But they didn't even add that to hurt you in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, ain't nobody got time for that.
Like you know those canisters when he picked those motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Like them explosive canisters and shit that sound like you just when you throw them. What do you think it sound like?
An explosion.
What? Oh, did you had logic behind your answer, my guy? You had logic. I promise you, it sounds like somebody stepped on one of those Christmas tree balls.
Oh, it just has glass sound. It's just the glass sound, no explosion.
No explosion, just glass sound, dog.
You know what it is, Thrash? They were in that room, and they were like, "Ain't nobody got time for that."
Hey, but they had the nerve to say Dolby Digital. I'm like, what, nigga?
It's Dolby Don't.
Hey, let me ask you another question, my nigga. If somebody shoots you with one of those canisters in your hand, do you blow up?
No.
Oh no, you just use that as a shield, right? That's a shield.
It's supposed to blow up, but it's a shield. It's an object.
There's just so many inconsistencies that. If the game was to get great, you got to at least get the basics down. I mean, this is basic shit. Like
the properties of that shield. The properties of that canister is different when you're holding it. Because his suit is actually making the material more stable, so it won't blow up in his hand. It's the suit that's doing it. Nobody's asking why in the fuck do you have all these motherfuckers around everywhere in every place? Like why are these explosive canisters, nigga, just everywhere? Status. Why?
It's just
why? See, IGN thought I forgot. IGN thought I fucking forgot when they clowned Killzone 2. There's explosive red canisters everywhere. They thought I fucking forgot.
Yeah, they should have. What they should have had. It should have having different colors because they have different colored ones. I think they blow up differently, I guess, or they do different reactions. But they should have done them. They should have made like just different looking things be explosive, not just this one like basic looking thing that just explodes. I mean, it just doesn't make because the state you only in one biome. There ain't no stage and you always in South Dakota, my nigga. That's just where you're at. You're in the west side of the Indiana, my nigga. That is where you are at. You know what I'm saying? And it's just why if you're not going to change that, then change the dynamics of the shit that's around you at least. And it's just I don't know, but I mean, like I said, I'm thinking about making a part 2 of that analysis.
I'm gonna need that part 2. And actually, you made a couple of different videos. I did see a part of that. I did see that shit. Now I'm gonna say this because I'm a gamer and I need the game. If you want to see this whole Spaces is on my YouTube channel, which is in the description. So if you want to catch the whole conversation of the politics, supposedly quote unquote, with the Forspoken, you check that shit out on the YouTube channel. Also, I'll do this shit every Tuesdays and Saturdays. I'm gonna start doing this shit. Anyway, thank you guys. I got a game, yo. I got a game.
Some of these Horizon Zero Dawn. Don't listen to this.
Shut your ass up. Yo, I have to get clear out this backlog, man. This shit is crazy.
This nigga got a PS5 and only playing a PS4 game. Nigga, stop it.
You right though. Yesterday, you right though. Yo.
What's wrong with that?
Yo, on facts. You right though. I actually played Horizon Zero Dawn yesterday. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I played Horizon Zero. You've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn for like 5 years.
For 5 years.
Out, nigga.
Literally for 5 years. You know what? I may have Asperger's. That's okay. No,
Hey, you're not gonna find that angle. I know you're looking for the 2 million one angle where you can see the titty better. You're not.
No, Thrash.
She ain't even got
no, Thrash. No, Thrash. I'm looking for that. No, Thrash. I'm looking for that bacon strip. That's all I'm looking for. That bacon strip I'm looking for, yo.